All right, I can hear you. What's up?
So what I was saying is, I'm just going to say this now, but I want to work with you. But if every time that I make a decision and I say no to something, and if you directly attempt to circumvent my decision and throw it in my face like that, this isn't going to work out.
Look here. How is that
And
throwing it in your face, Ron?
okay, so let me explain how you can approach it differently in a much more professional manner.
Okay.
I said, no, Chili, that is not going to happen. Your direct response was, okay, well, I am just going to take it to the admin senate then. Is that correct?
Yes. This
Okay,
situation was discussed
that's
about a
exactly what
physgun,
you said.
Ron,
Okay,
and we discussed about physgun. I put it out there. You said nope, can't happen. It's my decision. I said okay. Let's take it to an admin senate because obviously we have different opinions on this subject here. If both of us can
right.
agree on
Well,
one, we should
that's not
get
how
more
you phrased
opinions.
it. Okay, so here's the issue. Now that you're actually um, condensing, or not, I should say, now that you're actually processing your thoughts more, your words came out much more differently this time because
I said we should
those
take
were
it to an
not your
admin senate.
exact
That's what I
words.
said. I said we should take it to an admin senate.
Okay, no, what you said was, okay, well, I'm just going to take it to the admin senate then.
Yes, that's what I'm saying right now. I'm going to take it to the admin senate. What's I don't understand
Okay,
what's wrong with this. I said it very calmly. I didn't say it attacking. I said okay, I'm going to take it to the admin senate. It's a vote. I mean, it's
okay,
all it is a number. It's a vote. It's nothing to be offended by. It's obviously if we're having two different, different opinions on things, Ron, then we have to get a vote on this and see what a majority of people feel. It's not an
okay.
attack on you
So
or anything. And I'm not
let
being
me tell you,
narcissistic.
I'm
I'm
trying to.
aware that I have narcissistic traits about my personality, but stating that I'm going to take it upon more people to get more of a broad vote is not narcissism. I didn't devalue your opinion and say mine is better. I said I'm
Okay,
going to take it to more people and
let me
get a
talk.
vote.
So this is the issue. Odyssey wants me running DarkRP. He has
I'm aware
told
he
me
put
that
you as interim EA.
can you stop interrupting me?
Sure.
So, he has told me he wants me running DarkRP. We've had a very thorough discussion about this today, and he has me the full authority over DarkRP. Not as just an interim EA, but more than that, I am running the full DarkRP environment for him at this point in time until he finds someone suitable to do so instead of him. Now, if he were to tell you no on something, you would not say, okay, well, I'm just going to take it to the admin center.
Actually, I've done that several times to Odyssey, and that's why we have the inventory system in.
Okay,
I know
well,
Odyssey, he says no all the time, but he's very democratic about things, which is why he does polls, which
okay,
is why he created the admin center.
okay. Now, my issue is that the the only things that I have said no, we're not going to do that to. You have said, and I state, and I quote you directly, not in any other word. You said, okay, well then I'm just going to take this to the admin senate.
Yes, I did say that.
So,
I admit to, I'm not. It's not. I'm not even ashamed of it. I did
Chili,
say that. Sorry, finish your thought. Go ahead.
you really need to learn how to let people speak.
Well, you're just taking these awkward pauses, and when you take the pause, I finish. You conclude your thought.
Don't conclude my thoughts for me.
Okay.
That's that's one of your traits. You interrupt people a lot when they're trying to talk.
I'm aware of that, and I'm.
You're doing it again right now.
See, but you just took a very long pause right there, and usually in a conversation, when that pause happens, usually someone starts to speak. I'm not trying to interrupt you. You're making. I'm aware I do interrupt people, and I try not to, but you are taking very long pauses, Ron. It's not fair to say that I'm interrupting you. You stop talking for a brief moment, or for quite an extended brief amount of time for someone to start talking. I didn't interrupt you mid-sentence. You weren't in the middle of saying something, and I went da 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 da, and I talked over you. You stopped talking. That's usually when someone responds. You're not talking right now either, which is why I'm continuing to talk. See what I mean? When I stop talking, it's just how the conversation flows. And I don't know when your thought's finished, but it's in the. I'm not assuming your thought's for you, but in the human mind, when someone stops talking, you assume their thought is finished. I didn't know you had more to say. It's not fair to attack me on that, Ron. It really isn't. But I need to understand it because you mentioned...
You think I'm attacking you, Chili? You need to take a...
No, you're taking my words. That's not what I meant, Ron. I meant...
You just said.
Then allow me to elaborate. What I mean is by taking that small part about our conversation and blowing it up to scale. But let's get back on topic. This is going... I don't understand... This has got blown way out of proportion here, but all that happened... But you state that I've done this to you before, but I'm asking you what other times have I never disregarded your opinion. I've never said, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Whenever we come to a disagreement, Rob, I don't say that your idea is bad. I say we should take it to a vote. And I don't think it's something you should get offended by. It's nothing to be offended by. I'm saying we should get an admin senate. I said, yes, I'll take it to an admin senate. What that means, I'm taking it upon a senate of people so we can all vote on an idea and see what majority feels. Of course, that vote does not determine something. It is a number that shows statistics. Same reason why Odyssey does his polls.
The admin senate is for rules, not any vote you would like to create, Chili.
The admin senate can be used for staff guides. It can be, and yet again, it doesn't determine it, but it's a number. Same reason, you hear Core of Tail Odyssey all the time, but Odyssey still holds polls.
So I'm just going to say this now. You can take anything to the admin senate you want. I really do not care. Like, yes, it is a vote, and I understand that, but one, we have never had an official admin senate for Jam Tropics.
We have not yet. No, we haven't.
So you have said that multiple things have passed the admin senate, like the inventory system, when we haven't even had an admin senate.
No. I wasn't. I never said inventory was passed by admin senate. What I said was that was a response to me having a different opinion than you, because you brought up how if Odyssey ever told me something, I would conform and not say anything. No, I've challenged his power several times and said it should be like this. And what does he do? He gets more opinions and more votes on the situation. That's how I got the inventory system in. We have not had an admin senate yet, but I've been a part of several admin senates. I was here before Odyssey, so I've been pretty much a part of majority of admin senates that he's had. So I've been here since the beginning of admin senates. So when I say that, I've been a part of several different admin senates before. I'm not saying Jim Tropics, but I've been a part of Clone Wars. I've sat inside of a military RP1, so I have been into several admin senates. This isn't my first one.
Okay. Well, these are the issues that I'm having with you.
Okay.
And it's not just me. These are shared opinions among other executives. And if you've asked me before, oh, Ron, like, what's going on? Feedback, and I've been honest with you, so I'm going to be honest with you here.
Okay.
The way you handle criticism, feedback, and your superiors is extremely demeaning. You attempt to control conversations from people that are higher than you. And this entire stop interrupting me. So you just did it again, right there. That was not a long pause. I was in the middle of a sentence. And you interrupted me. So again, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but I can't even get my points out because every time I take less than a second of a pause, you say, well, I'm fair to interject. No, I want you to just listen to me. I've never had to literally put my foot down like this in this community before, but I'm doing it right now because it's gotten to the point where I can't even talk to you without you interrupting me or trying to take control of the conversation.
That's not true, Ron. That's wrong for you to say that. Listen, Ron,
okay.
We've never had an issue until I had a different opinion than you as of right now. We could easily talk about discussion because the one time I had a different opinion on a subject, you blew up. I kept my voice very calm and I was being very calm as possible. I did not interrupt you. All right, I did not interrupt you that much. I may have talked at a brief time but I stopped myself. I didn't interrupt you. You're blowing this up. I've been very reasonable this entire time. You got very frustrated when I said I had a different opinion than you and I was going to bring it to the admin senate. And we just talked about how I admit that I have narcissistic traits in my personality that I'm correcting. I'm well aware of what narcissism is and how my narcissistic traits affect me. And I've been very... And see, Ron, what are you doing now? Now you're interrupting me.
Just
what you just blew up on me about. So this is what I mean. We have to value each other's opinion and communication, which I'm trying to keep very clear. And I'm well aware of narcissistic traits, and I'm very confident that our conversation we just had, there's no way I was being narcissistic. I valued your opinion. I listened to you, and because when I said something different than you, you started to blow up on me. You said, Chili, you always do this shit. And I said, dude, I'm just simply saying we should probably bring this before an admin senate so we can get more opinions on this. And you went, you're always arguing, you're narcissistic. And I went, well, I just talked to you a few minutes ago about how I'm aware of my narcissistic traits and we were having a fine conversation. So I don't think it's fair for you to hold that against me when I just told you about it. And I explained to you how I'm fixing my, these traits, and I'm well aware of it. And I can tell you right now, I was not being narcissistic. Me saying to you that I don't agree with your opinion, but I respect your opinion enough to take it to an admin senate to get more votes on something. That's not narcissism, Ron. I think it's more narcissistic of you to tell me I'm in charge here. It's my word. It's what I'm saying is going in. Fuck the I know you didn't directly say this, but you're indirectly saying fuck the admin senate. It's my rule. I determine what happens. It happens here. You don't. Fuck. It doesn't matter what admins say. I'm in charge. But that's more narcissistic than anything that has happened during the situation you're on. You're telling me my opinion does not matter. You're belittling my response and my feedback. And that's exactly what narcissism is. I am not being narcissistic right now, and it's unfair for you to say that, Ron. How have I been narcissistic this entire time? When have I devalued your opinion? When have I not listened to you? You're saying that I've done this all these times, and I'm asking you, tell me whenever this has happened before. You said that I always challenge your opinion, and you said that I've always said let's take it to an admin senate, and I asked you, when have I ever done that before? And you can't answer that, because I haven't, Ron. Can you answer now? Has there been another time that I've ever said, yes, fuck your opinion, we're taking it, but you're saying I've done this multiple times, but I haven't. This is probably the first time I've ever said, yeah, we're taking this to an admin senate, when it was something that we didn't agree on. And it wasn't, and that's not even a bad thing to say, which is why I don't understand why you're so offended by this. I'm a pretty reasonable guy, Ron. You can talk to me about pretty much anything, dude.
You're offending me by just the way you speak to me.
Well, I don't know how.
I haven't even been able to get my point out to you without you then interjecting and then going on a 5 to 10 minute spiel about how you're not doing this and you're not doing that. You're talking about yourself more than anything, Chili.
How am I talking about?
That itself is narcissism.
Well, I'm not putting myself up on a pedestal.
This entire conversation, you have been speaking about yourself.
Because you've made this conversation about me and my personality, Ron.
Right. And I'm trying to help you, and I'm trying to help work with you, yet every time you interject and you're starting it into an argument. Every single time.
No, this entire time, Ron, I've been very calm.
Just because you keep your voice in a very monotone voice, it does not mean you are creating an argument, you are being narcissistic in multiple ways. And I only said that once. You literally have said that I'm saying this multiple times.
You said it several times down there in the channel that you're being narcissistic, you're being narcissistic.
Okay. Chili, if this is how GM Tropics is going to work, you're not going to work as
works just fine,
leader.
Ron, if me and you can both value each other's opinions. All right, Ron? I did not devalue your opinion. I did not devalue what you said. I said, okay, and I indirectly respected your opinion. I said, let's take it before an admin senate. And you got offended by that.
What is the admin senate for?
Voting. Statistics, numbers, so we can vote on certain things. The admins, our most respected and our most elite players, users of this community who have been here quite a while, admins and up, vote on policies that we have.
Let me go pull up the admin senate here.
I thought we were past this, but you're still offended that I said that we should bring our different opinions up to an admin senate?
No, you are trying to bring something before us, a board of people that does not decide those things.
They don't decide it. Well, like I said, the admin senate ultimately doesn't decide anything. It's a number. It's a vote. It's a statistic. Ultimately, the polls that Odyssey makes do not decide something. They're numbers. They're statistics. That's all they are, Ron. It's just to see the majority of how people feel towards a subject.
Okay, and who makes those decisions then at the end of the poll?
The executives, they do, but it's a statistic. It's to show you, listen, if it weren't for votes and if it weren't for opinions, we would not have this change at GM Tropics that we have now, Ron. It's nothing to be offended over. I respect you as an executive. I respect your opinions. I respect your ideas. I know for a fact you have this extensive DarkRP knowledge, and I respect that. I never once said, you don't know what you're talking about. I never said that. I said, okay, but I have a different opinion, so let's just get a more spectrum of people so we can vote on this subject. I didn't say this attacking. I did not yell at you. I did not argue with you. But the minute I said that, Ron, you, took off on me. And I was still
Can I
trying. I was like,
explain?
Ron, I'm just trying to get in the vote. And you
Without,
went, you're narcissistic, and you just exploded, Ron. I
nope.
didn't. It was
Okay,
nothing.
I
No
said
attack on you.
I did not explode. Can you mute your mic for like 3 minutes so that I can just actually get my
Microphone
thoughts
muted.
and words out without you interjecting? Because I feel extremely offended. Now, listen to my opinion. I feel devalued because every time I try to attempt to tell you something here, or how I feel about something, you immediately start talking over me and saying how that it isn't true and that you're not doing that. So just keep yourself muted and hear me out. I haven't been able to speak without you interjecting or saying something over me. Oh, that's not true. Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. Let me get my thoughts out. Man, this is, like I said, from the point, this entire conversation you are spearheading. And this is a weakness that every executive has brought before me and Odyssey has warned me about countless times. This entire conversation, I wanted to speak with you in terms of how I feel about how you're going, and you turned the entire conversation around into how I am apparently attacking you, how I'm calling you narcissistic and all these other things that are terrible. Okay, let's go back to this conversation that we had from my point of view. You were saying we should give trial mods physguns. I said, why? Well, so we don't get them stressed out. Well, they can just use the freeze command. Okay, well, I think we should give it to them anyway. And then you asked Lance, do any of the other servers have allowed them to physguns? They're all like, oh no, we don't even let admins, or you don't even get a physgun until you get admin. They go, oh, okay, well, for DarkRP, I think we should do it. And I said, listen, Chili, I've done this for a long time. Yeah, I've seen the different hierarchies and tiers and ranks. And with the freeze command, especially at the lowest rank of trial moderator, the very lowest rank, that someone is only supposed to be in that rank for a week or two. No more, no less. And if anyone's in that for longer, then they're supposed to be demoted because they're not doing their job. So if someone cannot stand not being able to physgun players for a week or two, they honestly are not fit to be a staff member on the team that I am running. Now, you may call me narcissistic all you want, but there's a point in time where people have to do their jobs.
What?
And Odyssey has told me, you are running GM Tropics, Ron. You are in charge. The decisions are up to you. If you want to demote or promote Chili, do it. If you want to demote or promote any head admin, do it. You don't need my approval. You don't need Crisis's approval. You are the CEA for GM Tropics. And I have not tried to bend a dick about it, but this is the first time that I'm actually having to be authoritative with you because you're spearheading every conversation that we have that deals with the differing of opinions. And this is why I feel you are devaluing my opinion. Just because I tell you no, you immediately want to bring it to the admin center. Now, at the end of the day, I have never been to one, and I'm trying to understand what they are. And so when I ask every other person what the admin senate is, including Lance, including Odyssey, and including all the other DVLs, they tell me that it is for voting on rules. It is not for voting on content. It's not the intelligence team. It's not to give certain staff ranks more power. It is to simply to discuss openly with the administrators the rules of the servers, any new rules or rules that they want to change or remove. And if you want to challenge or change or remove any of my rules, I am more than happy for you to take it to the admin senate. But there is a big difference, Chili, between what staff ranks can do what and a rule. A rule I am more than happy to have a democratic discussion over. And even a democratic discussion over which ranks can do what. But Chili, what you need to understand is that the admin senate is not the place for that, because our administrators are not the people to vote on if they should be allowed to do something, if that makes sense. No one should be put in the position to say, okay, guys, let's vote. Should we be allowed to do this? Yes or no? Yes votes yes. We should be allowed to do this. No, that is for us as executives to decide. I'm not finished. Don't interject yet. So that is for us as executives to decide what staff ranks do what. I sat down with Corv and we went over all of the staff permissions for GM Tropics along with Crisis. We solidified them and they're good to go. The reason I told you it wasn't going to happen and not going to work because I already spoke with Crisis and Corv and we were very specific on which ranks got what. And I even said to you, when we had presented Corv with, giving this rank this, which I didn't even agree with, he said, fuck no, and I agreed with it. They should not be given that ability. Now, I am all for empowering our players and our people and hearing a different of opinions, but not every single thing, Chili, you're going to be able to do a democratic vote on. Okay, if you were demoted, it's not like you can just bring it to the admin senate and get them to vote on your demotion because you don't agree with it.
Yeah, I'm going to interject now, Ron. I've given you a long time to talk, and there's some things we do have to discuss here. So in the very beginning of the situation, I mean, what happened is you said that you were very explanatory. Ron, the minute that I brought up the different idea, you went, no, not happening. Those were your exact words, Ron. No, not happening. That's why I brought up, let's do the admin senate, Ron, because you got very, the minute that I brought up a different opinion, you got very authoritative. You said, it's my decision. No, it's not happening. Those were your exact words, Ron. You said that. And can you agree? You did say that. No, it's not happening.
Yes, I said no, it's not happening.
Okay, so now moving on from there.
That was my decision as the executive administrator and for the person that is overseeing DarkRP.
Now understand, man. If you're going to be at a high position, people are going to challenge your power all the time. It's not fair for you to say, because I'm at a high position, no one can challenge my power. There are always things to challenge. And no, if I got demoted from DVL, of course it's not something to bring up to an admin senate. That's promotions and demotions, of course not. Okay, but listen, dude, it's not fair for you to say that, oh, because it's my decision, it can't be voted upon. Listen, man, if it weren't for votes and challenge of power, ICUs would not be what it is today. Voting and challenging powers is what all about ICUs is about. We do votes. We pretty much handle votes with everything. Votes is what runs this community. We pride ourselves on being the most democratic community. So of course, even a staff guideline, of course we're going to, have a debate about that. Of course we're going to vote on that. It's not, listen, the reason why we deleted CED, my rank, is because it had too much power. And it was because one person could decide it all. We deleted CED specifically for voting purposes. All right, they are never going to make another executive rank that controls all one thing. They have all the executive ranks structured out so there's all voting and not one person holds all the power. Nobody here besides Corvezio holds all the power in the community. Even on some things, Corvezio doesn't decide on. Odyssey decides on some things. So there's always some aspect here that is to counteract someone's power. There's always something here that's going to challenge it. So voting, dude, listen, when I said I'm going to bring something to an admin senate, that's not wrong of me here, and I'm not leading a spearhead against you, Ron. I have not done that. Listen, dude, in the channel below, dude, all that happened is you brought up something. I said I don't necessarily agree with it. Of course, I didn't word it like that. It went something like, I think T-Mod should have physguns. It would say like, it went something, I think T-Mod should have physgun. Hold on, Ron. Hold on, man. I got to finish what I'm saying, Ron. Hold on.
Yeah, no, let me interject as you would.
I gave you a very long time to speak, Ron. It's only fair if you let me finish, what I'm saying, okay? Because it's not going to be as long as yours was. All right, listen. So I said I think we should allow T-Mods to have physguns, and you went no, we should not have that. Not happening. Probably not in that order. And I explained my reasoning why. I said I think it's such a small thing. There's very little damage they can do with it. It really doesn't matter what it is I was bringing up. Yes, I brought up the T-Mods thing. I then asked because I wasn't sure. I asked Lance, hey, do the other servers allow physguns? They went no. I said okay. I said I don't know. I feel like as if DarkRP we should allow people to have physgun. You said no. I said okay, that's fine.
Your opinion, you thought so. You wanted
to. Yes, in my opinion. And listen, I did not say my opinion was better than yours, Ron. I did not say it has to happen. That's not.
Spearheaded your opinion.
No, I didn't spearhead it all, Ron. This is what I said. I said okay, we should bring it up before the admin senate. We had different views on things, so I offered to get more of a spectrum of players to vote on a solution because we didn't agree on something. It was not an argument. It was not a debate. I did not say I know what I'm talking about. I did not devalue your thing. All I said, Ron, as I said, let's bring it before an admin senate. That's what I said. That's all I said. I was not being narcissistic. I'm well aware of my narcissistic traits. I said, let's bring it before an admin senate. I did not tell you you were wrong. I did not once attack what you were saying. All I said, dude, let's take it before an admin senate. Let's get a vote on it. I did not say, nope, Ron, you're wrong. It has to be like this. I did not say, nope, I know what I'm talking about. It has to be like this. I said, okay. I didn't even argue. I didn't even begin to debate. The minute that it started, I said, okay, we should bring it before an admin senate. Ron, I'm a very easy guy.
Moved to your channel.
Hello.
Hey, Lance, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah, 1 sec.
So you've been a division leader for a while now, right?
Yeah, about a month and a bit.
Okay. And you've been going to the admin senates for military for a long time now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in these admin senates, can you specifically tell me what they are,
What they're for?
discussions about, and what they are for? Yes.
Admin senates, usually we bring up rule changes.
Okay.
Ever since I was an admin, we never really did anything like you guys were talking about, maybe giving T-mods physguns.
Okay.
We
so
never
it's always
never
been
brought that up.
rule-based?
Yeah, always rules. I mean, it could be
Okay.
different for non-serious, I don't know.
Okay, and so it's always been based on the rules. And for Clone Wars, is that do you know if have they been the same, just based around rules,
Yeah, usually, yeah. Or deleting, like, battalions.
or getting rid of role play things?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you, Lance.
User was moved out of your
Ron,
channel.
I don't listen. Whether or not it can be brought up to the admin senate, that's not what the point of this conversation was, and it never was. You were more angry about, and you just went an entire spiel about how I challenged your authority. It was nothing about whether or not the validity of whether or not this policy can be brought before a admin senate is not what it's about.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
No, what do you? Well, wait, hold on. No. You brought me into this channel because you were angry. You told me that I challenge you all the time. You told me that I have different opinions, and you told me it's not going to work because I have different ideas than you, Ron. That's what you just went in this entire spiel about. You didn't bring up
Nope,
about the
you're
issue of the
putting
admin
words in my
senate,
mouth.
but whether or not it could, what? No, I didn't, Ron. That's what did you just talk about before? What was that 5-minute spiel that you just went on? It was nothing about whether or not it can be brought to an admin senate. That's not. You didn't even mention that once in the entire spiel you went on, Ron.
Oh my gosh, Chili. Okay.
Ron, I
So,
think you're listening.
At this point, honestly, at this point, I'm just going to sit down with Odyssey because I can't deal with you. I can't.
That's ridiculous, Ron. I'm very reasonable to work with. And all I said is I said we should bring this before an admin senate, and you went haywire on me, Ron.
Haywire, you are exaggerating things.
I'm not, Ron. I really am not.
What?
What?
I asked you this multiple times. I said, what is the admin senate for? Can the admin senate do that? You said, yes, the admin senate is for any vote. The admin senate is a voting body. They are for voting. You said that. Voting.
Okay, sure. Fine, Ron. If you don't want me to take it to the admin senate, that's fine. I can make a poll about it. Listen, dude, it doesn't really matter to me whether or not this goes to the admin senate. That's not what our focus of the conversation was. I'll make a poll about it if it doesn't go to the admin senate. Okay, but you were more offended by that I challenged your authority. Well, if it doesn't go to the admin senate, fine. I'll make a poll. I mean, it's just a vote that I want to get, just a statistic. Whether admin senate intelligence meeting, it doesn't really matter to me where this vote goes.
My main issue is the admin senate because you're using the admin senate, that is something in the Constitution, to leverage your idea. Now, I just confirmed with Lance, another division leader.
Ron, I disagreed with you. I said it's fine if it doesn't go to the admin center. I really am fine. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't offend me if this rule doesn't get passed either. All I said, Ron, and I did say admin
It doesn't offend
senate.
me that you have a differing of opinion. It offends me that, and I'm telling you this, you have said it, and I cannot bring up exactly what it was because I don't remember because I have had so much shit on my plate as a new executive, as you should know, as a new DVL and everything that you should be taking on and everything that all the people that should be coming to you, etc. You should know how much shit gets thrown at you and things you don't always remember. Now the reason I got so offended this time was because it wasn't the first time I heard it from you. And it was literally the exact statement in a very moody, I shouldn't say moody, I don't know how to describe this, in a very disagreeing and almost snickery manner, you have said in both ways, okay, well, I'm just going to bring it to the admin senate. Saying that okay, I disagree with you, so I'm going to circumvent your opinion and bring it to the admin senate. But then at that point, I was trying to ask Lance, and we were in this conversation. I was going, okay, Lance, what is the admin senate for? He goes, for rules. Orbit says rules. And I just brought him up here again. The admin senate is for rules. If you want to go make a poll in the forums and say,
fine. It doesn't
should
matter
we
where the
allow
admin senate, man.
T-mods to do physguns? Sure, I don't care, man. Go ahead, make your
But
form poll.
do you hear what you
That's
just went
not
back
what the
to?
admin
You went
senate
back
is
to my tone, the way I said it. See what I mean? Yeah, see, your spiel before was about how I phrased it, and your spiel before was about how I always challenge you. I just said right now, dude, it doesn't matter to me if it goes to the admin senate. It doesn't matter if it's put in. I'm just going to do a vote on this. It doesn't matter where I do the poll, admin senate or not. I'm just going to do the poll. And you were more mad about that. Like, I just told you right now, I don't care if it goes to the admin senate. I'm not disagreeing with you, Ron. I'm not. I just said this right now. But I'm talking about the vote. We were just talking about how I disagreed with you and challenged your power, and you got very angry. That's what this entire conversation was about right now. It wasn't about the validity of the admin senate.
I never got angry.
Well,
You are over-exaggerating, and you obviously do not know me. You've
Unless
not seen me angry. I slightly raised my voice from my normal tone. That is me getting frustrated at somebody that just got promoted to a DVL and is, after his executive says, no, let's not do that, you instantly challenge it and try to circumvent into the admin senate. I
listen,
don't
man,
care
if it
you
weren't
make
for
a
me
poll.
challenging people's authority, we would not have Clone Wars and military RP today. I've been in this community for a long time, Ron. Challenging this authority is what all about, is what IC is about. People do it all the time, and I'm sorry, that's something you're going to have to get used to. Regardless of whether it's me or not, people always challenge authority. People always do votes. That is something you're going to find in this community.
This is what even Odyssey has told me, and this is what other people have told me, that have know you very well, that know you much better than me. They've warned me, and they've told me exactly about what you're doing right now. The thing is I have never had this issue with any DVL. And when you were head admin, I did not have these types of issues with you. But as soon as
What are these
got
issues,
DVL
Ron?
again, you're now spearheading things.
What are these
like
issues?
you were warned about.
What are these issues you're talking about? You're being very vague. What issues besides this have you had with me?
Your attitude,
On what besides this?
your opinion, the attitude on your opinion. Whenever someone disagrees with you, you then want to circumvent them and bring it up to more people because, well, if they don't agree, then I need to go find someone that agrees. Because that's
Isn't that what a
basically
vote's
you're
for?
doing.
Getting whoa, no. You just to bring it up to a broad spectrum of people and doing a vote. That's not me going to select people and asking them. A vote, an admin senate that is constructed by the CEA and the division leader. They serve as chairman. They do not vote. We stay out of the opinions and we just put it out there. There, should we pass this? And people vote on it. That's how votes work.
It's the rules.
Okay, sure, rules, whatever. The admin senate or not, Ron. Like I said, it doesn't bother me if it doesn't go to the admin senate. I'm just talking. See, we were just talking about the vote right now. We weren't talking about whether it went to the admin senate. We were just talking about how I challenge people. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. You said that you don't like the way my attitude towards my opinion. Besides this time, when have you ever had an issue with my attitude or opinion? Because you're saying that you have all these issues with me, but you haven't
The
told me.
multiple instances where you have misinterpreted the opinions of your head admins.
Like what?
All of the instances where Odyssey has had to talk to you about.
Wait, no. Back on the head admin one. Elaborate on that one. When has that ever happened?
You're literally investigating me here.
No, but
I'm
no,
not gonna-
I'm asking you to elaborate on these claims you're making towards me, Ron. I'm asking you to. When has there ever been a time with the communication between me and my head admins? When
There's
is
a
that?
reason why you lost the ability to edit the rules.
Yes, I know, because there was I have it on recording. There was miscommunication between Odyssey and the head admins, Ron. Odyssey,
There
I
was
know what
more than
happened.
that.
You explained
We've
it to
talked
me.
to the
You
head
guys explained to me
admin
what
without
happened.
you.
Yes, what had happened
There
is you
was
guys
always
said
a
you guys
different
thought Chili was
conversation when
orchestrating
you're in the room.
everything. You thought I was making all the deciding factors and I wasn't voting. Right?
No.
That's what happened.
No.
Oh, sorry. Is it something else? Tell me.
Sorry. No. You just assumed what I thought.
That's what you guys told me.
No, that's what Odyssey.
No, sorry. That's what my head admins told me.
You don't put
Actually.
Odyssey's words in my mouth.
Okay,
See,
so what
now you're
happened?
just putting multiple people together.
No, Ron, just tell me what happened. What is it? What was the issue they were having?
So, and I'm not going to go into specifics because this has to do with you. But we have had to talk to the head admins privately, away from you, because their opinion differs from yours. And when they're in the room with you, you are doing exactly what you have done to them, to me. And so I can
say we should get a vote.
See exactly why they have been telling us this.
That's bullshit, Ron. Do you want to know why? Because I have that. I have it all on recording. Me talking with my head admins, and you can overview it. I talk to them like I say, okay, guys. Even when me and you were discussing certain things in the channel, I immediately went to my head admins. What do you guys think on this? Oh, we were talking about different staff members, how people are fucking up, and I asked for their opinions. What do you guys think about it? That's how I talk to my head admins. I ask, I value their opinion on the rules.
Your head admins, some of your head admins are scared of you because of
that's bullshit. They're not scared of me. Okay, tell me, who's scared of me?
If I told you that information...
No, I'm not. I would never do that. I would never heat seek somebody, Ron, but I don't think... Tell me, is there somebody that's scared of me, Ron?
Yes.
Who?
I am not going to give you names, and if you think I'm that stupid...
You think I'm so corrupt that if somebody's scared of me, I will go attack them?
No, I didn't
please tell me how they're scared. Okay, fine. Tell me why they're scared. Why are they scared of me?
The reason why they are scared of you is because many of the things that you just said in the room when we were down there. I'm friends with Corvs. I've known him for years. I have no issue going over.
I did not pull the Corv. No, the only reason I pulled the Corv card is because you said, Chili, I have to go in there and I have to have debates with Corv, and it's not something, that I want to do. And I said, I have no issue speaking with Corv. I can speak to Corv. I've known him for years. That's not the issue. And I said it's not the issue of whether or not it's talking to Corv. What I said is I have no issue with speaking with Corv, but I said it was on the discussion of the rules. I did not pull the Corv card and say, oh, because I know what's right, I've been friends with Corv for years. What I said is because you were making you were saying, I have to piss Corv off, it'll piss Corv off, we'll have to do this, and I said, I've known Corv for years, I can speak to him just fine. That's what I said, Ron. I didn't say, oh, I've known Corv for years, so I know what I'm talking about. That's not at all what I said, Ron. And if I did say, I would love to see that on recording, because I did not say that, Ron. Now you're putting shit in my mouth. This is ridiculous, Ron. I don't know why this is even an issue right now over something so small. I did not devalue your opinion, dude. All I said was I want to get a vote of people. My head admins are not scared of me. I have it on recording when we were going over the rules, dude. You can pull them in right now if you want to, and you can ask them how was it with the rules.
Funny,
no, Ron, hold on, man. You can pull them in right now. We went rule by rule, and I asked their opinion on it. If they didn't like it, we removed it. Bart was changing a bunch of rules to reword stuff. My head admins were fine, and I have it on recording when you guys revoked the access. I was talking to them, and they all said, no, we thought it was fine. All we said was, oh, we didn't know there was a racism rule in there because we missed over it. I have it on recording, Ron. There was miscommunication between the executives and the head admins. They were not saying that I did not discuss with them. That's not all they said, and it's in the recording, which I have, Ron, which I'm glad to show with you. All right, Ron, this is bull. And I ask you, if somebody's scared of me, I'd love to know who it is, because I would love to know why. Because so far
that's an HR issue.
As the entire time, okay, fine. But the entire time I've been DVL, Ron.
You even said to me, you're like, Ron, if it deals with me, go to someone else. This is dealing with you.
Okay, fine. I just said I just told you right now it's fine if you don't tell me, Ron. But listen, what I'm trying to tell you is the entire time I've been DVL, I've been aware of narcissism. I am not like my old self. I keep things very democratic. I have not forced my opinions on anybody. So far, dude, I've made sure everybody has a valued opinion. I consult my head admins about everything. I do not make any decisions I have not made any decisions by myself so far. I have made my decisions with my head admins vote, with their approval. There's been several decisions that I've made that have not gone through because my head admins did not agree. There's been several rules that I wrote that have been changed by the head admins because my head admins didn't agree. There's been several things that have been modified and changed.
There have been several instances where the head admins have come to us and reported us,
name one time.
To us. Say that again?
You don't have to name names, but name one time that's happened.
I'm not going to name any information.
No,
because
you don't have to name any names. Name one incident that has happened, Ron. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't frankly believe that that's happened because I just got DVL 2 days ago.
When it regards
and that's ridiculous.
You and your position as a head admin and a DVL, I'm not inclined to release that information.
Okay, fine, you're not, but I think the reason why I'm calling it a bluff, Ron, is because I've been DVL for 2 days now, and I wasn't here Saturday because of an event that I told you about.
You were head admin as
so I've been DVL pretty much all of 24 hours, including and then plus today. So that's why I don't believe that something has happened so far that my head admins have reported me, Ron, because you can't even tell me the incident. I'm not asking you to tell me names, but I'm asking you to give me a summary of the incident.
So you have been a division leader since Thursday.
Since Thursday, okay. And then I was gone, so 2 days. I was Thursday, Friday, I was gone Saturday and Sunday.
2, 3, 4, 5 days Okay. And
I was gone Saturday and Sunday, so this is basically 2
you've
days.
been DVL for 5 days. Our player count has dropped dramatically. Our staff count has dropped dramatically.
It's actually gone up from 37 to 40, Ron. And you even said yourself that the player base has gone up, and you were just arguing with me because I was talking to you saying it was going down.
Doing your job, Chili.
Right.
I've done your job for the past 3 days, and you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now for transparency's sake. Odyssey has said, if you want to demote Chili, do it, because he's probably not going to work out.
I think that's ridiculous, Ron. You've not been doing my job for 2 days. You did my job for 2 days when I gave you a heads up I was not going to be there. I found my replacement because I was not going to be there.
But guess what? Since you've been DVL, we have not seen any positive changes.
Because changes don't happen instantly, Ron. We're not going to get as magical. You were actually just talking to me today, Ron, about how changes take a long time in DarkRP, and I was trying to come to you with more changes. You said no, let's just stick with what we have right now, and it'll grow. It'll grow more, and we have to take more time.
Content.
Those were your words.
You're trying to change content.
Yeah, see, comments are not. But you were the one that just said that to me, Ron. I don't know where the fuck this is coming from, Ron, dude. It was all I said was to bring it to a vote, and you're blowing this up now. I don't think you can be DVL because you don't know how to talk to people. What the fuck does that even mean, Ron? Seriously, dude, this is fucking ridiculous, this conversation right now.
Well, now you're just getting disrespectful, so
oh my God,
I'm going to move you out. I'm going to go do my thing, and I will speak with you later about your role.
Yeah, okay.
You were moved.
So, guess it doesn't work.
User joined your channel.
Fair enough.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, fellow users. Whoever joined.
Chili and Ron.
Hello, Chili and Ron.
Hello.
So you guys were having a bit of a conversation.
For a while.
Ron,
What's up, dude?
what's going on?
I thought you were going to bed, you cunt.
I'm in bed, you cunt.
Oh, shit, my.